before we get started about the three laws, first we have to introduce the person who made them, Sir Isaac Newton.
Sir Isaac Newton was an English physicist and mathematician who was the culminating figure of the scientific revolution of the 17th century. In optics, his discovery that white light is actually a combination of every color known and seen by man laid the foundation for modern physical optics. In mechanics, his three laws of motion, aka the basic principles of modern physics, resulted in the formulation of the law of universal gravitation. In mathematics, he was the original discoverer of calculus. Newton's Mathematical Principles of Natural Philosophy was one of the most important single works in the history of modern science. The first law, or the law of inertia, is as follows. An object at rest will stay at rest, and an object in motion will stay in motion until acted upon by an outside force. An example of this would be, let's say I'm reading a book. Right now, the book is at rest, since, well, not much is being acted upon it. Then let's say my favorite character in that said book decides to die for whatever reason. I throw the book, and the object is now in motion. The second law, simply put, is that heavier objects require more force to move. A good way to show this would be, let's say I have a phone and a speaker, like one of the big ones. The phone weighs about 132 grams, while the speaker, which let's say is about 20 pounds, weighs 9,071 grams. As you can guess, the phone is probably a lot easier to move. The third and final law states that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. A heavier object is traveling towards a lighter object. They're both traveling at the exact same speed. When they run into each other, the heavier object barely moves back, while the lighter one is promptly thrown forward. I forgot all these things. Let's go over them now, shall we? This was mostly shown in Law 2, but basically all it states is that objects with a higher mass also have more inertia. Friction was shown in Law number 1, when I threw the book out the window. When the book hit the ground, it was so quick that our pathetic human eyes couldn't see it, but there was a quick moment when the book hit the ground that the two forces acted against each other and created friction. Balanced and unbalanced forces deal with measurements of force. You'll need to use newtons. Newtons are just a basic measurement of force. Right now, the forces are balanced. If I offset the balance, let's say by making one of the forces to 30 newtons, then it is now unbalanced, and the ball moves. So the force-mass and acceleration relationship is pretty simple. Acceleration times mass equals force, force divided by mass equals acceleration, and force divided by acceleration equals mass. This means that if I throw a light object at a fast rate and roll a heavy object at a slow rate, the lighter object might have more force. It really is just a third law, and that's all.